$500,000. By the time this church renovation is finished, I will be over budget about $500,000. And I am crapping my pants a little bit. I'm scared because the truth is, I have no idea if this investment, I have no idea if this business is actually going to work. I'm crapping my pants a little bit, gentlemen, but the deal is, being scared, it's okay, right? There's a good scared and a bad scared, and today we're gonna talk about both. But before we do that, guys, I wanna take a little field trip, vlog style. I wanna show you the progress that we've made. I'm also gonna show you some of the crazy, stupid, expensive things that you don't think about when you do something this ridiculous. For those of you who missed the video, guys, this is a building, a church, an old church that was built in 1847, and it was an absolute disaster. Here's what it looked like before. It was a complete and utter shithole. They had all this ugly plaster, you had spray paint, you had vines coming in the windows, you had water damage. It was a disaster. But I had a vision, and the last time I actually took you guys there, this is what it looked like then. Catch you up to speed a little bit. About 8 months ago, I bought this building, which is an old church that was built in 1848. Just to give you an idea, in terms of the size of this place, it is around 4,000 square feet. And as you can see, I'm 5'6". The ceilings are super tall. That video was back in April, and so it's been quite a few months. A lot of things have changed, so I thought we'd actually go over. I'll show you sort of what's going on, show you what it looks like now. And after the church, we're gonna hit the Pete and Pedro warehouse because there's something there that I need you to see that might help you next time you're feeling scared or like you might have bitten off more than you can chew. And then after the warehouse, we're gonna head back to the office because there are a few things I wanna tell you and talk to you about in terms of being scared and how you can use it to your advantage. If that sounds good, gentlemen, drop me one of these, be like, yo, Alpha, I'm excited for a little road trip. So last time you guys were here, this is what the outside looked like. Pretty bad, right? Well, this is what it looks like now. There she is. All right, guys, so this is the church, all right? As you can see, it looks a little bit different, a little sexier. We're still working on it. Just to give you an idea of what we had to do and kind of the crazy cost, you don't think about, but we re-stuccoed the entire building white, right? And how much would you think that would cost, right? I didn't know. 43,000 bucks. These windows, look at these windows, right? How big are those super sexy windows? Guess how much? $6,000 each. We've got 8 of them. But those type of expenses I kind of knew about, but you want to see one that's not super sexy, right? That hole in the ground, 15,000 bucks. Why? Because this building, it's been so old and so neglected, it has never had sewer, it's never had running water. And so that hole was a sewer tap, which cost 15,000 bucks. This super sexy front door, guess how much? 10,000 bucks. One of the unfortunate lessons that I've learned during this process is that anything you do on a commercial building is 3 times as expensive as your home. Now, check it out. Inside though, it's coming along. Anyway, some things that we've been doing since the last time you were here. Obviously, last time you were here, we were fixing the floor. The one thing that I didn't know when I bought this, the inspector missed the fact that all of the floor joists were rotten from the top side down. So we had to rip up the entire floor and replace all these beams, sister some in, and then, oh my God, the reinforcements, because of the amount of weight that is going to be on this floor, we had to go in the basement and put in 37 different steel beams. We had to cut footers and all sorts of craziness. Some other things that are happening is the electric, right? All of the conduit will be painted white to match the walls. We've got another coat of white paint that we're gonna put on. Last time you were here, I told you all about that. Now, in terms of the inside, what we're going to do here, you're going to have a mezzanine. So in the back, all right, we are actually gonna build a second story. What do you think? Pretty sweet, right? All right, check it out. Right, the view from up here, amazing. What exactly? Looks really great. There's gonna be some stuff happening up here. We're gonna have railing. We're gonna have a little seating area. Anyway, let's go back downstairs. All right, we got rooms. I'll tell you more about those a little bit later. We got some other rooms. On this side, what those are for will be revealed later. Anyway, let me actually show you the basement because it's crazy. So this is the basement. Apparently we've got a little leak, and by little I mean we got a little issue down here. But anyway, check this out, right? Look at all of the wiring. Check it out. All those posts, they had to be hand fabricated on site because of how uneven everything is. Check it out, right? That's all bedrock. They ended up like digging down, like when this was built in like 1847, they dug down, they dug the basement, but that's all like crazy bedrock. And then as you can see, right, it is really pretty rough down here. We'll fix that leak. I'm not worried about that. We actually dug up all like the garden boxes, and that is why the water's coming in. Right, guys? All right. Thanks, guys. Anyway, so that is the church. That is the update. Next time you guys are here with me, I'm actually going to tell you what the business is going to be. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to invite you if you guys want to come and check it out, because it will be open to the public. But now I want to go to Pete and Pedro warehouse because there's something there that I want you guys to see. 3 years ago, I posted this video. So what do you think? It's beautiful, right? You don't think it's beautiful? I think it's beautiful. This is the new home of Pete and Pedro. I just signed the lease, and they're still cleaning up. It's it's so weird. I was all excited about finding this place and signing the lease and getting a big space. But now that I have it, now that I actually am here and I'm sort of taking it all in, I am like just crazy emotional. That video was filmed 3 years ago at a smaller warehouse down the row. And the reason I'm telling you this is because that person that you saw in that video was scared. I was super freaking scared at what I was about to do. I didn't know the outcome. I didn't know if it was going to work. I didn't know if I was going to be able to pay the rent. And 3 years later, just want to show you around. I did pay the rent. And that thing that I was so scared of has been one of the best decisions that I ever made. Something else that I was super scared of was to actually make cologne, fragrance, right? I'm like, nobody's gonna buy a fragrance from me. I don't know, it's such a big investment. Gentlemen, our fragrances have become like our #1 and #2 best-selling products at Pete and Pedro. We also now, for those of you who didn't know, we've got these really super cool like deluxe samples. Let me show you. Samples. These are Rebel samples, right? For those of you who are like, yo, I don't know if I'm ready to pull the trigger on a big bottle, you can grab a sample. You can also grab a sample of Hero. The samples are amazing. You guys have been loving them. You can also buy them like together. So you can get like a Rebel and Hero and save a few bucks. They're also like super cheap. Here's the other side of the warehouse. We've even got a forklift now, gentlemen, a forklift. Over here, right, starting back there, way back there, here, over here, they are all boxes of Enemy, another business that I was scared. I was scared to start Enemy because I didn't know if anybody was gonna buy the shades, if you guys were gonna dig them. And I actually committed to something pretty crazy, which was buying the website or the domain enemy.com. And this was one of the things where I had to commit to that before I even sold like one pair of glasses. But I was investing in this business, I was investing in this brand, but it was scary. It was scary to spend that kind of money on something that you didn't know. You don't know for certain if it's actually going to work. Guys, if you want to check out Enemy, I'm going to link to them down below, because the deal is I got a website to pay for. I'm kidding. But seriously, I kind of do. Gentlemen, hit that link down below. Go check out enemy.com because we've got some new badass designs. Pretty much all of our stock, we're back. And did you hear what else Enemy's doing? You didn't hear about the custom rings? Gentlemen, we are now selling at enemy.com the custom Alpha M ring. The deal is the same guy that makes mine is going to make yours. Now, the downside to this is that it is custom. It's going to take a few weeks to actually have them made. He also can't make a ton of them. Like I said, these are handcrafted, custom. You pick the size, you pick the letter, whether or not it's uppercase or lowercase. You pick whether or not it's an XL version or a regular version. Guys, if you want to check out the rings or grab one for yourself, hit the link down below, enemy.com, and grab one today. And if you guys are looking for a new badass fragrance that is going to smell amazing, get you a ton of compliments, but isn't going to break the bank, guys, you got to check out Rebel, Hero, and King, because here's the deal. Our fragrances are crushing it, and you guys are loving it. So the inspiration fragrance for Rebel, as you guys might or might not have heard, is Creed Aventus, my all-time favorite fragrance of all times, right? But I was like, yo, I don't want to spend 350 bucks, so I went to my lab, I tweaked it, it's not a clone, but if you like Creed Aventus, you're gonna love Rebel. And then Hero, my other favorite fragrance, was Acqua di Gio, however you pronounce it. Hero, guys, if you guys like the crisp, cool cleanness of Acqua di Gio, but you want something a little bit better, a little bit more pizzazzy, Pizzazzy's not a good word, right? Super clean, sexy fragrance, guys. You got to check out Hero and King. Just to let you guys know, the inspiration fragrance is green Irish tweed, and it is absolutely going to blow yours and your spicy senorita's mind, or senor, whatever you're into. We don't care, Pete and Pedro. All we care about is that you smell amazing, you look incredible, and your hair is bueno. Gentlemen, now what I want to do is actually head back to the office and talk a little bit more specifically about fear and how you can grab it. So when I look back at my life, the things that have worked out the best have been the decisions that have been the scariest for me. And I've come to realize that fear is something that I think a lot of us, we run from it, right? We're like, I don't want to be scared. And so you tend to stay safe. Well, the truth is, if you ever expect to accomplish anything amazing, you better be scared, because if you're not, something is literally wrong with you. And the bigger the goal, the bigger the risk, the scarier it is. There are two types of fear. One is good, one is bad. One is going to help you achieve your goals. The other one is going to prevent you from ever achieving anything. And your fear of failure outweighs your desire to win and succeed. This is bad, and this is going to prevent you from ultimately achieving anything great in your life. But if you can harness that fear of potentially failing and the risk that's associated with it and harness it, hold on to it, you can use this fear to help you, to motivate you, to move you forward, and to ultimately succeed. But you might fail. We all might fail. And the truth is, we're going to fail. You will fail. I have failed. I'm going to fail in the future. It's about understanding this. It's about not allowing the fear of potential failure to overrule your desire to win and succeed and accomplish something great in life. It doesn't matter how successful you become, because I know that you are going to be like crazy successful. You are always going to have that fear, right? It's always going to be a little bit scary every time you decide to do something, every time you decide to put yourself out there. But gentlemen, you've got to realize that this is part of the journey. It's part of my journey. It's part of your journey. And so today I just wanted to share with you a few things and a few situations that scare me, right? It doesn't prevent me from trying, but the reality is I could fail. Both businesses, all three businesses could fail. I just wanted to share with you what I was dealing with and what I'm feeling and what I'm going through. Whenever I feel like this need to kind of share, it always helps me to turn on the video camera and do a video, because you are my support system and you're my rock. And you honestly are the person that I come to when I'm having a bad day. You're the person I come to when I need help. And today I just needed to talk about something that has been weighing on me and that I've been dealing with for a little while. But I want you to know that you are amazing. I believe in you. I am in your corner. I am your champion. But you've got to believe in yourself, and you've got to be willing to be scared.